Hi guys, welcome to this week's first episode of Fine Dining for Fun. What we're talking about this week is pickles! It's a pickle party! Now I know what you're all thinking. Ashley, you said you were going to teach us about fine dining. I've had a pickle before, not super special. I get where you're coming from. However, the fun thing about pickles is that they're incredibly versatile in the way that they're used, which is why a lot of chefs adopt them in their dishes as a means of contrast against the other things on the plate. So, let's take a look at the root of what a pickle is. What makes a pickle a pickle? Pickles are food placed in acid solutions as a means of preservation. Now, what does that mean for us? That means that A, your pickles are going to last a long time, and B, it's a pretty simple thing to do, right? And yet, all of these fancy chefs use this as a technique in their restaurants. Interesting, no? Now, let's look at how we're actually going to go about making a pickle. So I argued that cucumbers are not the only way to go. That's the interesting thing here. All pickles are technically composed of three things. You have an ingredient that you're going to use that will be pickled. You then have your acid solution. Your acid solution is going to be whatever vinegar or citrus or what have you that goes ahead and preserves the item and keeps it fresh. And then you have any flavoring components you plan to use. This could be whatever you like. Herbs, spices, other vegetables that bring flavor to the ingredient. The world is your oyster, people. You could pickle anything. I have a great example. Have you ever had pickles cow's tongue? I have. It's weird, but I liked it. Alright, so in order to go ahead and start making our pickles, let's talk about the three types of pickles we could go ahead and make. So first off, there's a basic pickle. Can't go wrong with it. It's stupid easy. It's just water, acid, salt, and sugar. Now, a lot of people don't actually use water in their pickling solutions. They think it sort of dilutes that acidic flavor, and I'm going to tell you why I don't like that. Because, as a chef, we have to make the most out of every ingredient that comes into our kitchen. Therefore, if I can add a little bit of water to a pickling solution to stretch the amount of vinegar I have, I'm gonna do it. You feel? Alright, then we have flavored pickles. These are basically the same as a basic pickle, but you add different things to give flavor to the ingredient being pickled. So you still have your water, acid, salt, sugar, but instead you could add things like peppercorns, or in the case of today's episode, we are going to use jalapenos. I love jalapenos. Tasty. Anyway, moving on. The third and final pickle we're going to explore is called a dyed pickle. Now, the interesting thing about a dyed or a colored pickle is that you take another ingredient to give color to the ingredient you're pickling. So when you add it to your basic pickling solution, it sort of seeps in and gives the color to the liquid that the ingredient then sits in. More on that later.